I'm hurting now. Where is God when it hurts? Has God forgotten me? Has God forsaken me? Does God hear me when I cry out to Him? These are some of the questions that you may have asked before in the past when you go through a difficult time in your life. Perhaps you're going through a crisis in your life right now and you're wondering, has God forgotten you? Where is God when it hurts? So in this video, I want to talk to you more about this. Where is God when it hurts? This is a question that I've asked in my life as well. Perhaps you and I have a different perspective on God, but that's all right. We all go through pain at varying degrees at different points of our life. And when there is trouble and when we go through a difficult time, we feel that the situation is beyond us. We need to turn to God. We need to look to God. And so where is God when it hurts? Oftentimes we think that God is like us. There are many things that are out of control in our life. There are many things that we don't know. And we have our limits. But God is not like us, because He is the creator of all things. There's nothing that He cannot do. There's nothing that He doesn't know. There are no limits when it comes to God. God is bigger than anything that we can possibly face. So whatever problems that we face, whatever crisis that we face in our life right now, the first thing that helps me is to understand that God is bigger than my problems. Because God is bigger than my problems, I can turn to Him. On my own, when I look at difficult situations, there is no hope. But when I look to a God, I see a God who gives me hope. Therefore, my friend, turn to God, look to Him, because He's bigger than all our problems. And when we look to Him, we see that there is a God who is good. God is gracious, merciful, and compassionate. He's a loving Father to His children. In the Bible, we read that if we ask God for bread, will He give us a stone? No. We also read that a mother may forget a nursing child, but the Lord says, I will never forget you. Therefore, God's love towards us is greater than a mother's love for her children. Therefore, I've learned that in whatever situation I'm in, if the situation is difficult for me, whenever I'm going through struggle, I know that there is a God who loves me. There is a God who cares for me. And therefore, dear friend, I urge you to turn to God. I encourage you to look to God, because there is a God who cares. And because there is a God who cares, there is hope for us. Sometimes we think that God is this person who is in heaven, very far away from us. But when I read the Bible, I see a God who is acquainted with suffering. When I look at the cross, I see a God who has suffered more than you and I could possibly suffer. He's a God who knows what human suffering is all about. When He heard that Lazarus had died, Jesus wept. When He saw 5,000 people hungry, He cared about them. He fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. This is a God who cares. Therefore, in our difficult moments, in our problems, we know that there is a God who cares. There's a God who's closer to us than we could possibly imagine. So turn to Him, look to Him, hope in Him. My friend, in this video, I've thought about where is God when it hurts. Perhaps like me, you have asked this question. And so I hope that what I've shared in this video helps you. If it helps you, and if you like this kind of content, do like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.